The spirit of invention can be felt in certain places. It can be found in certain people. The Wright brothers called these Outer Banks their home for years. This is where their invention was born, where their dream took flight. In 2011, our inventors set the wheels in motion on the Super Truck project, a challenge set before us by the U.S. Department of Energy to build a truck that improves freight efficiency by 50%.
The focus was the entire vehicle. I mean, the only part we carried over from production was part of the cab, the body in white. So this was a unique opportunity where we were able to optimize the entire vehicle, tractor and trailer together. The entire aerodynamic development was driven by simulation, which is what we use to evaluate the aerodynamic property of a particular model, and then we iterate on the process to tweak that model to get the maximum aerodynamics we can get out of it.
We had people working on the powertrain, of course, dedicated to the powertrain improvements. We had a whole team dedicated to the vehicle improvements. At the end of the day, it was all about building this complete vehicle that everybody was a part of.
One of the most important lessons that we learned during the powertrain development for Super Truck was how important it is to consider everything as a system. So we took a very systematic approach developing not only the powertrain components, but marrying those components to the transmission and the whole truck.
This whole truck is a system that was created together, so that's the innovation of thinking about a vehicle in this way instead of a tractor or a trailer or just an engine or a transmission.
In the end, creating one of the most advanced and efficient trucks ever built. A global team dedicated to making our own dreams take flight. Driven by a culture of innovation, continuous improvement, stubbornness, dedication, passion. We built this together. This is Volvo Super Truck. More than 3,000 pounds lighter. 40% less drag. 70% better fuel economy. Fuel efficiency is at the heart of Volvo's innovation and design. This is what we do. This is what we know.
Of all of the accomplishments of the vehicle, I'm most proud of the people and the way they worked and performed to finish this project.
A lot of the knowledge that we gained through this program was already transferred to trucks that our customers are driving today.
Beginning with model year 2016, we introduced a few vehicle changes affecting aerodynamics that were inspired by learnings from Super Truck. The biggest change was the bumper that went across the board on all the VNL models.
One of my favorite parts of the Super Truck project was that in the powertrain system we were able to develop a variety of technologies, some which were much closer to the customer, such as the wave piston, turbo compound, and fuel injection system, which we'll be able to deliver as part of the 2017 powertrain update. We were also able to develop technologies which were much more advanced, such as the waste heat recovery system, which will take many years until it's ready for the customer.
This technology is already changing the trucks you drive today, and it will shape the trucks of tomorrow. The spirit of invention lives within us. So, we'll keep reinventing.
At the IAA in Hanover, MAN unveiled its brand new truck study called Concept S. Its highlights are presented by Dr. Pachter Reihofen. Concept S is a design study which shall present a new way of dramatically reducing fuel consumption and CO2 emissions. We took several aerodynamic measures in order to reduce drag. For example, did we incorporate sensors which detect the shape of the trailer and automatically adapt the spoilers to it. Further measures were taken, like streamlining the exterior shape of the truck, substituting the rear view mirrors by small cameras integrated in those little wings. Each and every exterior part has been integrated into the overall shape of the truck to avoid aerodynamic turbulences, like today are being caused by fuel tanks and battery containers. All those measures not only lead to a beautiful appearance, but to a dramatically reduced fuel and emission consumption of 25%. But it's not only about technology. What we need is a legislative reform allowing us to slightly adapt the exterior dimensions of our trucks and truck-trailer combinations. We hope that our Concept S helps to initiate a political discussion, and maybe then the next truck generation looks like this.
Here it is, the Future Truck 2025 from Daimler. Thanks to a so-called highway pilot, this truck drives autonomously on the freeway. The concept vehicle gives a technologically accurate idea about commercial trucking of tomorrow. The aerodynamic design and modern LED lighting that replaces conventional headlights bring the face of this concept vehicle to life. It convincingly combines functionality, efficiency, and emotion. Comparable to an autopilot in a plane, the radar sensors and dual camera system of the highway pilot makes autonomous driving possible without relying on other vehicles or any kind of guiding infrastructure. This highly intelligent system relieves the driver from tedious driving as he gains time for other tasks and communication. The intelligent highway pilot reacts to a wide range of traffic situations, such as moving over for approaching emergency vehicle. In spite of all this sophisticated technology, it is the driver who remains in charge, and in no way will the highway pilot replace the driver. It simply makes this job easier while increasing the overall safety.
Because this truck basically drives in an environment where driving is boring, monotonous, not very exciting, the highway pilot takes over, and it never gets tired. It's always 100% sharp. It's never angry. It's never distracted. So this is a much safer system.
Due to this increased safety, lower fuel consumption, and overall reduction of costs, the Future Truck 2025 fundamentally changes commercial traffic, the job of the truck driver, and the business of commercial trucking. But the question remains, when will you see this truck on the road near you?
Obviously, the biggest part for us is to get legislation ready and get a legal environment that allows us to do so. As you know, in Europe, It's right now illegal to drive these vehicles in public roads. We have some states in the United States that already allow that. So in the US we can, in Arizona for example, in Nevada for example, we can already drive these trucks today. And it comes up to who's going to be first. So wherever we're going to have the legal environment that we need, we will introduce that technology.
We've built technology trucks. Those have conventional engines, but we pair them with very sophisticated systems that increase both the efficiency and the safety of those vehicles. Now, all of these are potentially game-changing technologies, and we'll continue to work on those. But we wanted to push ourselves and our vendor partners just a little bit further. So let me take a quick moment to introduce some of our partners on this project. We have Bill Kahn and Victor Garcia from Peterbilt Motors. We have Adam Hill with Great Dane Trailers, and we have Steve Gillette with Capstone Turbine. And so here today, for the first time publicly, Walmart's advanced vehicle experience. What you're seeing in the video is the powertrain, which is made up of a microturbine, a battery storage system, and an electric motor. Moving inside the cab through the sliding driver's door, you'll see the key difference that allowed for the more dramatic aero design. The driver sits in the center of the console rather than over to the left. The dash is electronic and therefore customizable to the gauges and performance data that a particular driver wants to monitor. And it's all finished off with a full-size, comfortable sleeper. Moving on to the trailer, not only is this the first time a trailer has been made out of carbon fiber, but it's actually the first time one-piece 53-foot panels of carbon fiber have been manufactured. Looking at the front of the trailer, you can see that the nose is convex, which increases the aerodynamics of the entire package, as well as adding additional cargo space inside the trailer.
My name is Bill Kahn. I'm the manager of Advanced Concepts at Peterbilt Motors and the program director on the WAVE project. We mentioned a little bit about the aerodynamics of the truck, but let me elaborate a little bit farther. You notice with the center console of the driver, we're able to taper the nose of the vehicle in more. Another key feature is that because we have an advanced powertrain, we do not need to have the radiator in front of the vehicle anymore. This relates to a 20% improvement in aerodynamics over Walmart's existing Peterbilt fleet. If you think about it, 20% aerodynamic improvement relates directly to a 10% improvement in fuel economy.
Hello, my name's Adam Hill from Great Dane Trailers, and I would like to talk to you today about this newest technology that Walmart commissioned us to build. This piece of equipment, over-the-road trailer, is made primarily of carbon fiber material. Carbon fiber is about 10 times stronger than steel, but it's lighter than fiberglass, and that is one of the biggest reasons that it was chosen to highlight the technology of this equipment. This trailer has the capability of being fully loaded with a standard cargo load. It can handle forklift traffic for backhauls, and it is 100% DOT legal. There are several technologies that went into this trailer besides the carbon fiber, which gives us about 4,000 pounds of weight savings when spec'd very similar to a conventional Walmart fleet trailer.
Hi, I'm Steve Gillette with Capstone Turbine. Gas turbines were evaluated by Peterbilt back in the 60s. While they proved to be robust, fuel efficiency was lacking. An advantage of the Capstone microturbine is that it can operate on natural gas or other fuels. This will help Walmart achieve its goal of using 100% renewable fuels in the future. The emissions is extremely low and does not require after-treatment or use any diesel emissions fuels. The microturbine is spinning at high speed on air bearings, so there's no oil to change. And the turbine is air-cooled, eliminating the need for a large radiator, which allows for a more aerodynamic design truck like the one you see here.